Hello again, welcome back to MFTV. We're for one under fire striker. That storm over his dive to win a penalty last night just won't and go away. If you haven't already seen it, here it is, and the headline writers have pulled no punches either. The Star says simply cheat. The Mirror says King Con. And I like this in the Daily Mail. It's a diving pool, and the Express sums up the feelings in the Birmingham dressing room towards David Ngog, expressed by the man who didn't foul him, Lee Carsley. You're just a cheat. To be fair to Liverpool, Birmingham went ahead on the stroke of half-time and came out looking clueless in the second half, kept giving the ball away and basically sitting back, waiting for Liverpool to destroy them. The proverbial rabbits caught in headlights. But the Independent sums up what the half-fit Steven Gerrard's penalty actually meant to Liverpool. They stay 7th, 11 points off leaders Chelsea, and even the most ardent supporters would admit they've got no chance of winning the title. Now, I must point you, however, in the direction of an excellent piece in the column of our Merseyside man David Maddock today. He says that Liverpool have never sacked a manager mid-season in their 117-year history. So this season could end up being a painfully long one with Rafa right in it until the bitter end. Check it out, mirrorfootball.co.uk. Some other stories doing the rounds for you today. This is interesting in the Mail. Darren Fletcher claims referees are targeting him because of something the Arsenal boss Arsene Wenger said the last time the Gunners played Manchester United about a certain player going unpunished for a number of fouls. The only trouble is Wenger didn't name Fletcher at all, so maybe there's something of a guilty conscience going on there. We told you yesterday about Darren Ferguson getting the sack from Peterborough. They're going to confirm that today. Barry Fry's already been paying tribute to the son of Sir Alex Ferguson and his achievements at London Road. The Guardian have got a fascinating story about Notts County being on the brink of winding up proceedings unless a six-figure tax debt is paid. I thought they had money coming out of their ears. And Mark Hughes has had a go at the Match of the Day pundit Alan Hansen for criticising the awful display by Wayne Bridge on Saturday night in the wake of Manchester City's 3-3 draw with Burnley. I think Hansen was well within his rights to have a go at Bridge. He played like a left winger instead of a left back. But Hughes thinks Hansen didn't get the full picture because he didn't see the game live. I reckon Hansen's assessment might well have been even worse had that been the case. Now, time for your messages, and Serge TV is a Chelsea fan who thinks the Stamford Bridge brusher looks a bit like me. I don't know about that, but Serge also wants to know what I think of Chelsea's chances if they win at Arsenal on November the 29th, and maybe that might be the end for everyone else. I think their chances would indeed be even better than they are now. The only trouble is I don't think they will win at Arsenal. Marie Cashy says, in response to another subject we discussed yesterday, that Arsenal would rather win the title than get 100 Premier League goals. Marie, if Arsenal do get 100 Premier League goals, I think they would win the title. The TAC wants to know what I think of Barcelona preparing an £85 million bid for Rooney at Man United. I would have dismissed it before this summer just gone, but after seeing the amount that Ronaldo went to Real Madrid for, anything is possible. Now, I'm going to bring you some news that's broken this morning because Mark Hughes has been saying that Robinho won't be joining Barcelona, even though the player himself says he is, and we all know that he's going anyway. The Hamburg midfielder Zé Roberto will spend the next 10 days on crutches after tearing ankle ligaments in Sunday's 2-2 draw with Hanover. The Stoke chairman Peter Coates insists Tunkai Sanli, their striker, does have a future at the club despite the latest interest in, the latest hiccup. He threw a bit of a hissy fit when he was taken off at the weekend. Julio Baptista is unlikely to leave Roma during the January transfer window, according to his agent, even though he hasn't played much. And Real Madrid have sent medical documents to the Portuguese Federation to prove to them that Cristiano Ronaldo is injured. The Portugal coach Carlos Queiroz has called up the Madrid staff for the two-legged World Cup qualifying playoff against Bosnia-Herzegovina, but the club are adamant that the player won't leave the Spanish capital as he continues his recovery from that ankle injury. Now, Football Spy is back on December the 1st, as you know. Here are just some transfer bits to keep you warmed up until we go live on that day. The Real Madrid midfielder Rafael van der Vaart accepts that he will have to leave the club in January if he wants to go to the World Cup. Spurs, Ajax and Bayern Munich all linked with him. Talking to Bayern Munich, they look to be in meltdown, with veteran defender Philipp Lahm criticising their transfer policy and the striker Luca Toni driving home from a game after being subbed at half-time. Both those players have been punished, and the manager's been warned that he'll be sacked unless he gets the team winning by Christmas. The Telegraph said that Chelsea and Man City both looking to take advantage of the mess at Bayern by moving in for Frank Ribery in January. Stay tuned to Football Spy to see if they get him. Robinho, as we said before, he really does look set to join Barcelona on loan from City with a view to a permanent deal in January. We told you about that last week. Man U apparently looking at the Bordeaux striker Marouane Chamakh in January. He's got 6 months left on his contract, so it'd come very cheap. Indeed, Arsenal, Spurs and West Ham all still interested. And the Daily Mail have picked up on a story that broke on Spanish radio yesterday, saying that Spurs are looking at the Valencia winger Vicente. He's still a very good player, even though he's getting on a bit. Remember, Football Spy is back in December. We're back tomorrow with some more MFTV. We'll see you next time.